Yo, so I've been sitting here in my room, just drinking my coffee, and with my recent acquisition of a lot more manga, I gotta sell some stuff, I gotta move some stuff. So I've been sitting here brainstorming on how to arrange my shelf because you know me, I like things to be balanced with the colors and shapes and. So let me show you what I've been thinking. Okay, so we just got the rest of these Toriko volumes. I just filmed the video, you probably saw it. I got them from CNL Media. So I've been thinking, because my shelves are packed pretty much. Once we get some more initial D, like that shelf's done, Kingdom's gonna go monthly. So what we gotta do, we opened up another shelf over here by moving some novels around. I double stacked some of my novels here. So I got a new shelf there. I got some figure boxes in there. That's how I'm doing my double stacks. What's up to my cat? How you doing, baby? Anyways, we're gonna be double stacking, but it's gonna run across all my shelves. What you looking at? It's gonna run across all the shelves. So what I'm gonna do is these two at the back here with Claymore, Dimension W, whatever. We're moving that over, and then D Grayman's sitting at the back now. D Grayman's ongoing. So, because D Grayman is ongoing, it should come to the front, obviously. So those two are going to move over. We're going to put Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan, where D Grayman is, which is actually going to be like right here. And then we are going to put Toriko along this entire shelf. So it's going to go Claymore, Dimension W. Actually, I screwed that up. It's going to go Claymore, Dimension W, and then these. And right where Dimension W is, we're actually going to put Kaiju number 8 because it's perfectly 16 volumes plus 2 more for the B side. That's going to go right there. That's going to fill in that shelf. That's going to fill in that shelf right there. So this shelf's going to be completely empty, and Toriko should fit along here, all in one shelf. Where you, baby girl? Where are you going? She's hungry. Okay. Toriko should fit across that shelf, and then we're going to start this shelf with Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan. So it's going to go Nura, and then we're going to put Promised Neverland there. Now, those should both fit on one shelf together, 45 volumes. That's roughly what you can fit on a shelf, depending on the thickness. And that's according to my bleach. So my bleach is what I go by, which is 44 volumes. Now, they're a little bit thicker than my Promised Neverland, so the 45 volumes should fit fine there. And you see what I'm doing? I'm doing white, black, white. So then over here, we're going to go black. We're going to start with our Zelda. Then we're going to take Black Cat, put Black Cat over there. So it's going to go Zelda, Black Cat. And then I'm going to fill in the rest of that shelf with things like I have Hero Tales over there. I have a 2-volume series called Soul Rescue. And then I have some single volumes around. We're going to fill in that little edge gap over there. And that brings us to the front. So then we're at the front again. We're going to move Wolfsman to there. Right there. Wolfsman's going to go there. And then we'll have Sayuki, Siren, and Buso Renkin right there. Then to start this shelf, we'll have Kakaishi. We're going to move Kakaishi to here. Kakaishi's 35 volumes. And then from there, we're going to go into ongoing series. So we're going to pull Blue Exorcist and Black Clover down to put them in front here. So it's going to go Blue Exorcist, to about there. Then Black Clover to about there. And then I forgot we had D Greyman, so we're gonna put maybe like Kagurabachi in between to split up the color, and then we'll go D Greyman into, Goku Ragukai, Bugle Call, and we have like a bunch of other ongoing shit over here. But that's gonna free up these two shelves basically. So like these two shelves are pretty much gonna be free, and so is this one. But those two shelves, the way I set up mine, I have 4 shelves on the top of my billies. These two fit the signature size, as you can see over here. So that's going to allow me to maybe just take Initial D and give it like its own shelf over there, and just give me some breathing room for my manga. So that's just me rambling about this shit. And I'm going to move it all now. It's going to take a while to move all this shit. I am trying to sell Assassination Classroom and Black God. That's why I didn't mention those at all. They will be moved. We your baby. Okay. Almost everything worked out exactly as I planned. Let's start from this side. We do have 2 empty shelves now. So we did move the Claymore and Dimension W back, and then I wanted to do Wolfsman in the corner because these vertical volumes are a little bit like longer than your normal. So I wanted Wolfsman there to be out of the way, not sticking out. And then I was planning on doing, Sayuki, Siren, and Buso Rankin. I didn't like the way it looked that well, and I had a little bit of space, so I ended up grabbing Soul Rescue to put it there to just break up this dark spine and then do the spine here. And we did end up putting these two beside each other. I think it just looks better because Dimension W in the back with the white in the front. And then we did the back shelf. That's the same from what it was before. And we stuck Kaiju in there. They're a little loose because we are putting 2 more volumes in, so this should fill up perfectly. And we got Kakaishi in front, and then Blue Exorcist. These are also loose, but I'd rather have everything loose than like too tight. And one of these volumes is, I moved it over here because I moved Black Clover over there. So we have one of our Kakaishi volume, my favorite covers, sitting up there. And then we have the Blue Exorcist following Kakaishi. And this is the only part I'm not too happy about, is the Blue Exorcist with the Toriko behind it. It just feels like a little too much white on white. There's not too much I can do about that because I don't have many ongoing series. This is the only ongoing series I have besides Dragon Ball that is white spine. And from this point on the front shelf is all ongoing stuff. So I don't have to like go to the back to grab a volume and read it. Now Toriko fit pretty good. So we have that. We're missing 3 volumes Toriko, which would be about to here. So it's gonna be 1 loose. 1 or 2 volumes loose. I put Sandland back there. Now that's not gonna cut it completely. I did recently pick up Doranki though, so I might just stick Doranki in there with Sandland, and it should fill up the shelf completely nicely. But yeah, this is fine. That's the only thing I don't love too much about this new setup, is the white on white. And the only thing is I can't really switch it. Maybe when like Kagurabachi. So let's continue. We went Black Clover and we have Nura behind. So I'm saying maybe when Kagurabachi gets more volumes, we can like stick it in there. Maybe like 8 volume, we stick it there, and then we shift Black Clover down so that it's white on black. But yeah, so we have the Nura and Promised Neverland. It fits. Again, it's loose. I just spread them out a little bit so it fits nicer. And then in front, because Black Cat, I forgot that I had D Gray Man until I started this video. I ended up putting Goku Rakakai and Kagurabachi here. The reason I put Goku Rakakai first is it's monthly. We're not going to get another volume of this for like 5 months or 6 months from this video. Like, it's monthly chapters, so the volume releases are going to be very slow. We are getting volume 37 of Black Clover in April or May or something like that of next year. So, we'll get one there and one there probably at the same time. That'll shift this down. Kagurabachi is going to be coming out every 3 months, so that's going to slowly shift D Gray Man down a bit. And then we have our Bugle Call, which is month or bi-monthly. So every 2 months we get a volume of that. And then we just finished it off with ongoing stuff. So Eating the Witches, Shadows, the Shadow Realm, and Kimono Jihen, which I just started reading. I read the first volume. Decent. And in the back, we got Black Cat, followed by Hero Tales. And then this is just like a bunch of random shit. I have Radiant, a Code Geass, and a Gundam volume. Then we have Crimson Cross, and I put Tomahawk Angel and Ironwork Jan, just so it's not like a 7-volume gap. It just fits in nice there, and we have the Kimono Jihen and the ongoing stuff right there. And that freed up 2 shelves. And we stuck Black God. We stuck Black God up here because we needed to just put it somewhere. So if I do sell Black God, this is just going to be open as well. Here's some shit I'm watching right now. I'm watching last season of Justified, Sopranos, rewatching Avatar. So what I'm thinking is, I gotta put something here, dude. And I don't know if I want to put... I think I want to put ongoing taller volumes here. But then that... you know what I mean? Let me come over here. So our ongoing tall volumes, signature size, is this shelf. And Kingdom. But these are finished, like Hell's Paradise and the Assassin's Creed volume, and what is that, Walking Cat? Those are finished, so those don't need to move. These are fine where they are for now, but Initial D, like, eventually is going to take up an entire shelf, maybe more, depending on the thickness of each volume. So I'm thinking maybe we just put Initial D over there on its own shelf. Leviathan will finish once I get that last volume. So we can move Leviathan up here. And then that way we can kind of have ongoing stuff. We can bring Kingdom back down. Eventually, Kingdom is going to be 2 shelves wide in like 6 years. So, I mean, we probably won't be living here at that point. We should be moved out by then, So we'll figure that out later. But yeah, I think I'm going to quickly just move either just all of Initial D over there or move like our ongoing stuff over there. We'll see in a second. I'm gonna figure it out right now. Okay, we decided to do an Initial D shelf. Just the manga. And of course our Initial D card. Actually, you can turn this thing on. It's pretty cool. It's got the fucking lights. I think, no, this one, turn it one more and it's got sound. Initial D! Yeah, the lights is cool. Just having the lights on. Like, you could just turn it on. The true no. So I think that'll be my little Initial D shelf. I have nothing to go here because I didn't know what to do. We ended up just putting Manga Theater there. And I got my whatever I'm watching right here. I mean, eventually it'll get some manga on it, so don't worry. That will get some manga. And then over here, these shelves are now a little sparse. But what I ended up doing is just putting Leviathan here because it's gonna finish once I get that last one. So we have our Hell's Paradise. And then I brought Kingdom down and pushed everything over. And we got our volume 3 display here. So, I mean, they are sparse. But we got little, like, display pieces and stuff. I think it looks cool, man. And you got the little initial D shelf over there. And everything double stacked. Oh, yeah.